Now today we are going to be looking at Bostic Bay luxury ice cabins. So I'm going to go through a couple small videos that walk around the house, but before I do that I just want to give you some basic information. First, you can find their information on Facebook. You will be able to see all the information you need there as far as several pictures that will go over their houses, their contact information, location, and so on. So I'll let you know right now that you will be driving out to the house. You'll be meeting them on the Cyrus Road that is just south of Morris Point. Now when you meet them there, Jill or Jared will then lead you out to your house, to your cabin. So again, they're not bringing you out with their transportation, so then you can kind of pack accordingly. Sometimes that means that you'll bring more because you can leave it in your vehicle overnight, things that you don't mind freezing. So you will be driving out to the house. Now, what are some things that they provide? They provide the generator, they provide bait, they have plenty of built-in rattle reels, they have a full kitchen, so they have their oven, stove, microwave, they provide water. They also have refrigerator, so you don't have to leave everything in your coolers if you don't want to. And they also provide a indoor toilet, and this toilet is probably the most unique thing that I've experienced out in a sleeper house on Lake of the Woods. So that's the basics of what they cover. Now the other thing I guess I would say is we talked about payment before, so the luxury ice cabins are paying per night for the house, not per person. So then you get to kind of decide, do you want to fill it up and pay a little less per person each night, or would you want a little bit more space? So let's take a walk around each house. All right, we're starting out with the very first house that they ever built. It's a 6-man, and I'm starting out with the toilet because that was by far the most fascinating thing that we had experienced in a sleeper house. And so this is the foil line kind of diaper genie like toilet, electric. It wraps and pulls down each time you use it, and then after a certain amount of flushes, I believe it's somewhere around 20 or something, and then you replace the cartridge. Now this first house, they actually put a fishing hole in the bathroom, which was quite hilarious. Now as I keep this going here, I'm going to pause, or coming up here, right there. So that fan was outstanding. So that's something that I obviously have not experienced before in a sleeper house. To actually have a toilet and a fan. Actually, you know what? I think I remember one other place that had that, but it was still the old, 5-gallon bucket variety toilet. So this really helps out quite a bit when you close that door and have the fan going the whole time, and then you, get done, you come out and you close the door again, keeping the fan on. Really changes the amount of odor that ends up in the cabin itself, and that's probably my big knock on houses that have an indoor toilet, is just the the smell that you can't really stop coming around the rest of the house. So this was really nice. Now I'm going to keep this going and see where we end up. Okay, so I'm just going to stop there real quick. See those metal bars down on the very bottom? That is for the cots that get that are up above, and they get pulled down each night. And then there's a table there that you can use. I don't know, we have never been really table guys, but then we haven't done a lot of cards or stuff like that when we're fishing. I think we all get too into our electronics. So hole placement. This is the six-man house. So there's 2 that are coming right off of that kitchen area. Then there's 2 more that are right next to that. So they've got 4 in a row. And then that is the bait bucket there that they have with an aerator. And they have they supply all the bait. So they supply the fat heads. Again, if you want something different, frozen shiners or sucker minnows or something like that, you'll need to pick that up on your own. There's 2 on the side on each side of the door coming in. So you've got 1 person back by the kitchen, 1 person in the middle, 1 person on either side of the door. They provide TV, and not just TV, it's a satellite TV. So they have quite a bit of options on there, along with a pretty nice sound bar. So, you know, you can kind of hook into your own music, or you can, you know, go through the satellite TV and have the music stations there. So like I said, there's two, oh, I guess we're going to the loft. The loft area here, this one has two people up in the loft with a fan you can see in the corner. So there's both a ceiling fan that brings it down, and then there's a fan up in the loft itself, because as you know, they can get a little bit warmer up there, and so to be able to move that air around is really helpful at night. There's a kitchen area, and so one of the things you can notice, there's a coffee maker, there's a stove. It's that one's a 4-burner stove with a nice oven. There's a microwave. You don't see that in every sleeper house that you're in. And there's actually a refrigerator, and then there's water. Like I said, they bring in fresh water daily as you need it. And it comes in 5-gallon, like a Glenwood, you know, Inglewood type container. So good water. All right, we're going to follow this along. All right, hole placement on the other side. Well, there's the heater. So the heater's right in the middle there, and you can see there's the all along the wall they have those rattle reels, and with those rattle reels are the towels, which that's one of those things that, you know, you probably don't think about too much, but it's super handy. Now, it really is helpful to have that towel right there to be able to dry your hands off every time you get a fish out of the water. Where am I going here? Oh, I guess that's the end. So I'm just going to go back here real quick. I missed holes. Come on, Chuck. I'm going to just take a stop right there. You see these two holes back by the toilet, so there's those, and then this one is kind of like juxtaposed. There's one here, and I didn't get a picture of it, unfortunately. I don't have it here in my there it is before I move. Okay, I'm going to take a snapshot of that. So right here you can see the two right next to the door, but then there's one over here, so you're kind of straddling at an angle that heater, but you do end up to have two holes. All of them are in close proximity to each other, so you can put your chair right between the holes. And they do provide quite nice, I don't even know what, camping chairs, I guess you would call them, but they have the kind that the little table that pulls out on the side. So this is their 6-man house. Now I'm going to take a little walk around the 8-man house. This is our last morning at Bostic Bay, so we are getting ready to leave. We have they have those 5-gallon buckets that you can slide down, so you can not have things fall in. So there's the loft area. There's that fan, and then of course they have the other fan in the corner, very peak, which you can't see in that video. They have the stairs that go right up the middle. And then this is the bathroom area, much like the other one, same kind of toilet. And then of course they've got that fan above, which I will get to here. There we go. And they had the table that we left in there. So there's all the holes. I don't know if I'm going to walk around this hole placement or not here. Yeah, so you got two on either side of the door, just like the 6-man. Okay. And then you've got two kind of straddling that heater a little bit, two back by the bathroom. So very much set up the same. We got two there, two in the middle, and then two back here. And then right in the kitchen is the one spot where you're going to have someone that's kind of straddled a little bit more. You can still have a chair back there, but then you have two down at the base of the ladder. So that's the only one back in the area of the kitchen that there's a little bit more distance. And then, you know, I'm just kind of walking around this kitchen, which is very much the same as the other one. The coffee maker, oven, and stovetop, 4-burner. They do have, as I'm going to get to here, the plates. Well, there's the microwave, and there's the refrigerator, and there's sink. Let's get to these plates here. So they had plenty of hard plates and bowls, as well as paper plates, and again, pots and pans and everything. But if there's something specific you want, you might want to bring it. TV, sound bar. Now they have an HDMI cord that's just kind of hanging there, and mainly that's for people who have Panoptics probably, or LiveScope, whatever it is, with the HDMI out, so that you can see it up there. But if you want to bring a DVD player, you could do that as well. And then when you get up here, you're just given a, this is what it looks like for the 4 twin beds. And then those are all the cots that are stored up there during the day when you're fishing. So that's it. I believe I covered everything. That's the complete overview of both the 6 and the 8-man luxury cabins at Bostic Bay. A little bit more information, I guess I'll say, is that when you contact them, again, you look them up on Facebook. They have their phone number, they have email. I was pretty impressed with how quickly they got back to me. I mean, they are mobile and they respond quite quickly. As you notice, I'm not going over any of the prices because prices are going to change every year, I'm sure. And so I don't want to make this video kind of limited to just this year. It's an overview that hopefully will stand up for a while for anybody who's looking for extra information as to what the houses actually look like. No matter how many pictures you get, there's something different about stepping into a house and walking around. Hopefully I've answered any questions you have, but please, all of you, if you have any other questions that I haven't answered, that's what the comment section is for. Ask me questions. I'm happy to give you whatever information I have. So until next time, get new line on your reels, and let's get excited for fishing.